So hello everyone. Today we are going to start with dimensioning only. We were seeing drafting, and in drafting we have already seen 4 lectures. Now this is the 5th lecture based on dimensioning and tolerances. So to start with, we are going to see the model items option here. Model items refer to automatic dimensioning here. So I'll select the model items option. So I'll select the view to provide automatic dimensioning here. I'll select this front view and say whether you want to import the dimensions on entire model or whether you want to import dimensions on the selected feature. So for both options you can go here, either for entire model or for the selected feature. So I'll select the entire model here and then I'll say import items to all views. It means that the dimensions we have given here for making this sketch and features that will be imported in this part in drafting also. So I'll select these import items to all views and then say it OK. So now you can see automatic dimensioning has been provided here, but the dimensions are coming random, means they are not properly arranged. We need to arrange them one by one. So this is the drawback of model items or automatic dimensioning, that dimensioning will occur there, but for the features that are been dimensioned in sketcher only, not for the instances which are applied in features, such as holes. You can see the type of hole it is given here, but the depth of hole is not given. So if I give the dimensions by using model items, the depth of the cuts will not be included here and only overall dimensions will be shown. So it is not much useful command, as if it will take time for arrangement of the dimensions again and again, and it may provide the dimensions which may not be needed at that time or which may not in a priority to be given. Say it OK here. Therefore model items option for dimensioning or auto dimensioning is not much used. Next way of dimensioning, again there is one more option for auto dimension. I'll put on this sheet number 3. I have taken 2 parts here, 2 different parts. First I'll select this part and then go for the smart dimension option. I'll click on this smart dimension directly and you can see auto dimension option is also given here. So I'll select this auto dimension option and then click on the required origin. Here we need to show the origin. So I'll say this point as an origin. Select this point. Here you need to clear the selections which were made earlier and then go for the selection of origin. So I'll select this as a origin. Next I need to give horizontal and vertical references here. So for horizontal I'll select this edge and for vertical one I'll select this one. I'll say it OK. So here also you can see by default dimensioning is been provided, but same drawback is here also with auto dimension, that unwanted dimensions are also given here which may not be needed much, and some required dimensions which may be important here are not been given or present here. That's why this dimension auto dimension option will also not cover all the dimensions. So it is better to refer and give the dimensions manual only, as we have seen in previous lectures. So this were the option by which we can apply the smart dimension automatically, but they are not much used. You can see this 146 dimension is been repeated here. Similar way, some more dimensions are been repeated here. So it will not give the highest precision for dimensioning. That's why these options for auto dimensions are not used frequently here. I'll cancel them both. Here also you can go for smart dimension, select auto dimension, then go for the origin. I'll select this as the origin and then say apply. Here also dimensions have been provided here, but not all the dimensions will be covered. So this was auto dimensioning option. Now next we are going to see tolerances and how to apply tolerances on dimensions. For that we are going to refer here sheet 1, and here I have already given dimensions. We just need to apply the tolerances where required. So before applying the tolerances, I need to clear that values of the tolerances will depend on the conditions in which the part has been mounted. For what purpose this part is been mounted, what is the requirement of that particular part, whether this part is in motion or it is a rigid part. So that all conditions will decide what kind of tolerances are to be implemented here. So here we are going to see only the commands, how to implement the tolerances here by using the commands. So to start with, suppose I want to apply the tolerance for this dimension, that is dimension 25, which is controlling the position of this hole. So for that I'll select that particular dimension. So now here we are going to apply tolerances for this particular dimension which is controlling the position of this hole. So to start with, I'll select the dimension first and then go for this tolerance option. So in tolerance option, tolerance types which are given here. So first there is none, means no tolerance will be applied. Then the other type is given here as basic. So if I select the basic option here, so this rectangular frame around the dimension will only indicate that the dimension does not require to be given tolerances here, as these tolerances required for the dimensions are given somewhere else. So there is no need to apply tolerances for that particular dimension. I'll select this dimension again and go for the next option, that is bilateral tolerance. So the bilateral tolerances means we are going to apply the tolerances on both sides, that is positive and negative. So when you select the value, you can see bilateral has been applied and the values it is asking here. So if I want to apply tolerance for this 25 value, so I'll say 0.2 on positive side and 0.3 on negative side. So you can see here these tolerances are being applied bilaterally, means on both sides positive and negative. Suppose if I want to show these tolerances as unilateral, I'll select the dimension and I'll change the value first. I'll say it's 0 at negative side. So now you can see here the value is coming in positive side only and the other value is 0, 0. Means the tolerance is not going on the other side in negative side. So you can say this tolerance as a unilateral tolerance. You can also go for the negative tolerance here. I'll say minus 0.2 and in positive side I'll go for 0 tolerance. Means the tolerance is at one side only, that is negative side. That's why it is called as unilateral tolerance. Again I'll select the tolerance option. Again I'll apply one more dimension here to place this point. By applying the tolerance on this dimensional value, I'll select that value here and here I'll go for this bilateral tolerance again. Now I'll put up the value here as 0.02 in positive side and 0.01 in negative side. But still you can see the bilateral tolerances are not visible even after applying. This is because the precision for that tolerance is shown as same for the document. It means that whatever precision is applied for the document dimension, that is default dimension, will be applied for the tolerance also. But if I want to change the precision of this particular tolerance, I'll select the value and here you can see the option for the tolerance precision is also given here. So I'll select here and instead of taking same as nominal, I'll go for dimension as 0.123. I'll go for precision as 0.3 or 3 digits after 0. So here you can see now it is showing the tolerance in a proper way which I have given here. I'll go for the precision as 0.2 only. So now it is showing the proper value for the tolerances here with correct precision. Now suppose if I want to change the height of the text for the precision only, I don't want to change the height of this text for the dimension. So I'll select this others option and here you can see the option is given tolerance font size. So I'll put off this option, put off the other option also and here I'll go for the font scale. So I'll scale it as 0.5. So this scale is relative to the document font, that is dimensional font. So if I take this scale as 0.5, the tolerance text size will be half of the dimensional text size. I'll say it okay here. You can see the tolerance text size has been decreased and is half of the dimension size. So in this way you can change the text height of the tolerance also here. So the next type we are going to see here is limit tolerances. So to apply the limit tolerance, I'll select this value and here I'll select the option as limit. So in limit tolerance, if I select the limit option, it will again ask me for the tolerance here. So I'll select and give the value. I'll say it's 0.2 and here I'll say it's 0.3. And after applying the tolerance values, I'm going to change the precision of the tolerance. I'll take it as 0.12. So now the tolerances in the limit option will be directly shown with the value. The tolerance values are not shown separately in limits option. They are added in the actual value only and directly the values will be shown. So this is the limit tolerance or limit type of the tolerance. Next we are going to go for fits. So to display fits for the particular dowel holes, here you can see I have provided one dowel hole. So while making this hole in part modeling, at that time only I have provided the tolerance and fits there. So I will just select the hole callout option and then click on this hole and the dowel hole will be shown with the fits here. But you can see as the precision of the tolerance value is 0.0 only, that's why the tolerance has been not shown here. That's why I'm going to select and change the tolerance precision here. I'll take it 0.123, and now you can see the fits with tolerance has been shown. So this is the fit code, that is F7, and there is predefined tolerance which is applied for this F7. Now again, if you want to see how this hole is been applied with this fit, I'll open this part here, and now we'll apply that fit for this dowel hole also. So here the dowel hole has been created. I'll open this part. It will show that diameter 4 dowel hole has been created here, but fits were not applied for this dowel hole. So I'll apply the fits to show you how to apply the dimensional fit here. I'll click on this option, say edit feature. Here you can see at the bottom tolerance option has been given. So the type of tolerance it is showing here none. I'll change it and say fit. And now it will ask you whether you want to apply fit for the hole or shaft. I'll select the hole option as the hole has been applied here, and all the fits for the hole will be shown in capital letters. If you consider the fit for the shaft, and for shaft all the alphabetical letters will come in small. So in this way you can recognize whether the fit is for hole or for shaft while reading the drawing. So I'll go for the hole option, and here I'll apply the fit as N7 now. So I need to select the option N7, say it OK. I'll save this part first and open the drafting sheet here. And now when we go for this hole callout option, select this hole callout, and here you can see as I have selected only fit option, fit is been shown. If I would have selected the option fit with tolerance, then the tolerances also would have been shown here. Now suppose if you have forgotten to give the hole the tolerance or the type of fit required, you can also provide that particular fit or tolerance in drafting sheet also. So here again I'll go for smart dimension, put up the value here. Instead of hole callout, I'm going to take dimension option and then go for this tolerance type and select fit with tolerance. This time I'm selecting fit with tolerance. Earlier I have selected only fit option. And after selecting fit with tolerance, I'll apply the required fit. I'll say it again F7, and here the fit with tolerance has been applied. I'll say it OK, but still after applying the tolerance precision is 0.0 only. That's why the actual value is not been displayed. So I'll select the dimension again, and here I will change the tolerance precision and say 0.123, and now you can see this value for the fits has been provided here. If I want to place this F7 at the lower side, I'll select this option. You can see the position of the fit is being changed. If I again go for the first option, it will show at upper side. So these options are just given for the fit position, whether you want to place it at bottom or at upper side. You can see the change here. I'll say it OK again. I'll make this leader horizontal, say custom text and say horizontal and say it OK. So now you can see this dowel hole has been provided fit tolerance. Only the difference of taking hole callout and smart dimension option and then applying fit. Here the depth is being shown and here the depth is not being shown. So if I want to show the depth also here, I'll select that particular dimension and go for the symbol here. In this casing, I'll add the symbol in dimension text, and then I can put up the value here, or I can say through all here. So I'll say through all, and now the depth is also being shown. So you can customize the given dimension also. Suppose I want to add text for this particular dimension, I'll select that dimension, and in dimension text you can add the required text here. Say it OK. One more option is given to add the text which we have seen earlier, that is this box, and here you can add the tolerances also. Suppose I want to add bilateral tolerance for that particular dimension, I'll select the bilateral option, and here you can add the bilateral tolerance. I'll say it upper side 0.02 and lower side 0.01. So in positive side it is coming 0.02 and negative side 0.01. But it is not being shown as the tolerance precision. We need to change it here. I'll select and change the tolerance precision. I'll say it 0.123, and now you can see this tolerance has been added here. So by clicking on dimension and expanding this box, here also you can apply the dimensional tolerances. Suppose I want a symmetric tolerance. I'll select this symmetric option. Now the symmetric tolerance means in positive and negative sides, both sides, only one value will be applied. That may be any value. I'll say 0.02. And then if you want to add the precision also here, so here the option for the tolerance precision also has been given. I'll select and say 0.123, and that particular precision has been added. You can see a symmetric tolerance has been applied in both positive and negative side. Symmetric means nothing but same value in positive and negative side. It is kind of bilateral tolerance only. So either you can go for manual option to apply the tolerances, either you can directly apply the tolerance, or else you can select the dimension, expand this box, and here you can go for the tolerance option with change in precisions also. So in this way you can apply the tolerances here. We have seen all the different types of tolerances: bilateral, unilateral, symmetric, limit, as well as fits and tolerance. We will continue for the remaining commands such as tables in next lecture of drafting. Do like, share and subscribe the channel and follow for more lectures. Thank you.